Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're diving deep into the Land of Legends Kingdom Hotel. It's in Belek, Antalya, Turkey.
Yeah, and we've got quite a bit of info you shared, fact sheets, reviews, some Reddit comments, travel sites, even some stuff in Farsi.
Right, a real mix. So our mission here is to pull out the important bits, the interesting stuff, to help you figure out if this place is, the right fit for your travel plans.
Exactly. We're looking at the Belek area itself, what the hotel actually offers facility-wise.
And pricing, how that changes through the year, that's always key.
Definitely. Plus, what people are saying in reviews, we'll use what we have access to. And then the big question, is it actually worth visiting?
Okay, sounds like a plan. So where should we start? Maybe with the area. Belek.
Good idea. Let's get a feel for Belek first. So it's basically a resort town, part of the Sarik district in Antalya province.
Right, on the coast.
Yeah, southwest coast of Anatolia. And the hotel, specifically, the Land of Legends Kingdom Hotel, is in a neighborhood called Kadrai Mahallesi. That's according to travelmyth.co.uk.
Kadrai. Okay, so very much a tourist-focused area then.
Seems like it. Wikipedia points out it's really known for its hotels and, interestingly, its golf courses.
Golf. So maybe attracting a certain kind of traveler?
Could be. It seems positioned as quite high-end. We saw mentions of other big names there, too, like Cullinan Hotel, Regnum Karya Golf and Spa.
So it's a hub for these kinds of resorts. How does it compare to, say, other parts of Antalya, like Lara?
Well, Lara's also known for luxury, five-star places, kind of east of the city, near the airport. Belek feels similar in that upscale resort vibe.
Okay, but different from somewhere like Kemar.
Totally. Kemar's closer to the mountains, more about stunning views, maybe a bit more nature-focused compared to Belek's, purpose-built resort feel.
Gotcha. And Alanya?
Alanya is further out, maybe 2 hours from Antalya City, known more for its general climate, beaches, restaurants. Belek seems very focused on this integrated resort thing, especially with Land of Legends.
Right, that makes sense. So Belek is the spot for these big, all-encompassing resort experiences.
Pretty much.
Okay, that helps place it. Now, let's zoom in on the hotel itself. The Land of Legends Kingdom Hotel. Sounds grand.
It does. It's described as more than just a hotel. It's a whole tourism and entertainment complex. Hotel, shopping, theme park, all rolled into one.
A whole destination in itself.
Exactly, aiming to give tourists everything they need right there.
And the hotel part, the Kingdom Hotel. What's the style? Who's it really for?
The Farsi sources describe it as having a European architectural style, and interestingly, its own aqua park separate from the main theme park.
Oh, okay. So water fun just for hotel guests, too.
Seems like it. And it's definitely 5-star, impressive building, great facilities. It's positioned as good for families, couples, basically anyone wanting a memorable, comfy holiday.
Families seem to come up a lot, though, right?
Oh, absolutely. Big focus there. One source mentions the colorful decor, 401 legendary rooms designed specifically with kids in mind.
Wow, 401 kid-designed rooms.
Yeah, plus suites and loads of connecting rooms, 145 of them. That's a huge plus for families wanting space but still being close.
Definitely handy. What else is there for kids inside the hotel?
There's a playground mentioned, a mini club for ages 3 to 11, playrooms, an indoor playground too. Travelmyth.co.uk confirms a lot of this. They really lean into the family aspect.
So kids are definitely well catered for. What about the main theme park access? How does that work?
That's a major selling point. The hotel is right there, super close proximity. Access seems pretty seamless.
And the park itself sounds huge.
Yeah, one source breaks it down into 3 areas. One bit for younger kids, meet and greets, Masha boat trip, that sort of thing.
Cute.
Then more thrilling stuff, roller coasters, a flying carpet ride, a 5D cinema, and then Aqualand, which is the big water park section with all the slides.
Okay, so it really covers different age groups and thrill levels.
Looks like it.
Let's talk about the rooms again. You say kid focus.
Yeah.
What does that actually mean beyond decor?
Well, besides the bright colors and cartoon themes, they apparently have LCD HD TVs, and get this, a PlayStation 5 in the rooms.
A PS5. Okay, that's definitely aiming at keeping kids entertained.
Right. Plus the connecting rooms we mentioned, suites with 2 bedrooms, mini bars in larger rooms, and it's all non-smoking.
Good to know. Beyond the rooms and the park access, what other facilities does the hotel itself boast?
Travelmyth.co.uk highlights things like a really good buffet, breakfast, we'll come back to food, but also excellent spa services and generally great staff.
A spa sounds nice for the adult.
Yeah, the Anjana Spa, pretty big indoor area, fitness zone, loads of treatments, facials, massages, Turkish bath, works. Open 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Spa facilities are free for guests, but treatments cost extra, maybe around 150 EUR is mentioned as an approximate cost.
Okay. And pools. You mentioned an aquapark for the hotel.
Yes, and besides that, Travel Myth lists 6 pools in total.
6, yeah.
A wave pool, a saltwater pool, an activity pool, a heated outdoor pool called Secret Lagoon, which also has a kids area and water slide, and a separate kids pool with a water slide too.
Wow, okay. No shortage of swimming options.
Notably not.
What about food? You mentioned the breakfast was good?
Yeah, rave reviews for breakfast. Buffet style, described as amazing, varied, delicious, endless choices. Even sushi sometimes, apparently.
Sushi for breakfast. Interesting.
Yeah. Dinner also gets good mentions for being varied and tasty, though a couple people felt the options were a bit more limited compared to breakfast.
Okay. And are there different places to eat within the hotel?
Yes, the main buffet is at Eternia Restaurant. Then there's Ice Point Cafe, Vista Cafe, a Nisa bar aimed at younger guests with games, and Legends Pub with a French style.
So a few options. They even do special themed meals.
Looks like it. A breakfast with Masha and a magic chef show were mentioned for specific dates at Eternia.
Okay, they really integrate the theme park characters. Now, back at the park quickly, the rides. Any standouts mentioned?
The fact sheet names a few big ones. The Typhoon Coaster at 525 meters, the Hyper Coaster, which is 62 meters high,
Oh, tall.
and the Turtle Coaster, a long water ride. Overall, they say over 40 water slides and more than 20 rides and attractions total.
Plenty to keep you busy. Anything else in the complex? Like shops?
Yep, a whole shopping avenue, fashion brands, gourmet restaurants, events happening there too, and practical stuff like lockers, safe deposit boxes, stroller rentals are available.
It really sounds like you could just stay within the complex the whole time.
You probably could. They also seem to be making efforts towards sustainability, which is good to see.
Oh, like what?
Things like using natural light, eco-friendly cleaning stuff, organic food options, LED lighting, water-efficient toilets, waste separation. They're apparently going for a Green Key certification.
That's a definite plus point. Okay, location-wise, how far is it from, say, the airport?
Antalya Airport is the nearest, about 27 kilometers away, according to Trip.com.
Okay, not too bad. And getting into Antalya City itself.
Travel Myth says about a 45-minute taxi ride to the city center, or Kalesi, the old town, so it's definitely a bit removed.
Right, public transport is an option, you said.
It was mentioned as being available near Land of Legends, yeah. Buses from Antalya City, but you'd have to weigh up the convenience, especially with luggage.
True. Okay, let's switch gears to the bit everyone wants to know about. Cost. Pricing. What did we find?
Well, we don't have exact package prices for this hotel across all seasons, but we saw a review for a nearby luxury place, Antalya Belek, mentioning prices starting around £2,600 for 5 nights, all-inclusive for 2 adults. That gives a ballpark for the luxury end in Belek.
Okay, so it's likely positioned up there. What about seasonal changes?
Standard stuff, really. Summer, June to August, is peak season, highest prices. Spring's popular too. Autumn and winter are off-peak, so generally cheaper and less crowded. Booking early is advised for better rates.
Makes sense. Any specific numbers for Land of Legends Kingdom?
Trip.com had an average starting price listed as GBP 1473, but didn't say for how long.
Yeah.
So hard to judge from that alone.
What about costs inside the complex, especially the theme park?
Now that's where we got some interesting details from Reddit. One person estimated maybe 500 euros for one day in the park for a family of 4.
500 euros for one day.
Yeah.
What did that include?
That included fast-track passes, which they felt were necessary in August because queues were really long, like 45, 60 minutes for some rides otherwise. The fast track alone was an extra 1,000 lira per person back then.
Oof. Okay, so the park entry and extras can really add up.
It seems like it. They also mentioned lockers cost 400 lira, and food inside was pricey, like 200, 300 lira for a pizza slice, 40 lira for water.
Right. Typical theme park pricing, but definitely something you need to budget for separately.
Absolutely. The hotel stay might be one cost, but experiencing the park fully is clearly another significant expense.
Good to know. So, bearing those costs in mind, what are people actually saying about their stay, the reviews?
Generally, pretty positive. One Farsi source had it at 4.8 out of 5. TravelMyth.co.uk gives it a 9.0 excellent based on guest reviews.
9.0 is strong. What are the highlights people mention most?
Consistently, it's flagged as great for families. The access to a water park and rides is obviously a huge draw. People also really praise that buffet breakfast we talked about, the spa services, and generally find the staff exceptional.
Okay, so the core offering delivers for most. Any downsides mentioned consistently?
A few things pop up. Some guests noted issues with cleanliness in certain spots. A few felt there could be more for kids to do outside of the water park. And that distance from Antalya City comes up again. Great for the park, but maybe less convenient if you want to explore the city a lot.
Right. Location is a double-edged sword sometimes. What about the staff? You said exceptional, but any nuances there?
Mostly positive, yeah. Lots of comments about friendly, helpful staff, especially at reception. But there were a few mentions of staff in the theme park itself or some restaurants being less welcoming. So maybe a bit inconsistent depending on where you are in the complex.
Interesting. And the spa? Mostly good.
Yeah, described as amazing, big bath, sauna, Turkish bath, good therapist. The only negative flagged by a couple people was feeling pressured to buy extra treatments during their massage.
Ah, the upsell. Never fun during a relaxing massage.
Exactly.
And the pools, the water park, obviously a hit.
Huge hit.
Yeah.
That's clearly a major reason people choose this hotel. Plus, there are shuttles to a sister hotel, Rixos Premium Belek, apparently, which has even more pools and water play areas on the beach.
Wow, okay. But crucial point, the main water park isn't open year-round.
Correct. Travel Myth noted it's closed until mid-March, so timing your visit is really important if the water park is a must-do.
Definitely. And finally, the overall look and feel. The rooms.
The design is called marvelous and unique. Rooms might not be super-duper luxury, but they're seen as comfortable good beds, working AC. People like having the shops and restaurants right there, too. And the electronic games are a hit with younger guests.
Okay, so wrapping this all up, after digging through everything, what's the big picture here?
I mean, the Land of Legends Kingdom Hotel really looks like a fantastic option if you're a family, and if your main goal is that immersive resort experience packed with fun, theme park, water park, loads of activities right there.
Right. The positive seems strong food, spa, lots of happy staff mentions, incredible kid focus.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But you absolutely have to factor in the potential costs, not just the room, but the park, the food inside the park, maybe fast passes if you go at a busy time.
And the location, great for the park. Less so for easy trips into Antalya City. Plus that seasonal water park closure.
Exactly. Those are the main trade-offs, it seems.
So the million-dollar question, or maybe the 500 euro a day question, is it worth it?
Well, like always, it really boils down to what you prioritize and what your budget looks like. If you want that self-contained, action-packed, super kid-friendly holiday and you're prepared for the costs, yeah, it could be absolutely incredible, unforgettable even.
But if you're looking for a base to explore Antalya extensively, or you're on a tighter budget, maybe it's not the perfect fit.
Precisely.
Okay, this has been a really helpful deep dive. I think the key takeaway for you, the listener, is to really think about that balance.
Yeah.
How much time do you realistically see yourself spending just at the resort versus wanting to get out and explore the wider Antalya region?
Yeah, figuring that out will probably tell you if Land of Legends is your kind of place.